robots are a really important thing in real estate because they do tasks. And this is our whole societal thing. They're getting better and better at particular tasks. So if you're a really task-focused, script-following real estate agent, guess what? In a few years' time, there's going to be robots on your team who do a better job of that, particularly at 2 o'clock in the morning when somebody, a shift worker, rings you up and wants to know about an OFI. So we're all worried about that, but it's really a matter of how can an agent use a robot to increase the amount of time they've got in their life, whether it's OFIs or whether it's looking after customers, answering simple questions like in Victoria, can I have a section 32 please? Do you really need to answer that call, or could you have a fun little robot, who's clearly not, don't ever try to make them be a human. That's the trick. Everyone makes the mistake of trying to make them perfect humans. Only humans are good at that. And so tomorrow I'm going to talk about how hard it is to code a robot, to write the algorithms in a robot that make it imitate a human being. Incredibly difficult.
So what's going on here? We got a little fella down here, we got the hologram going on there.
This is the state of the art of robotics in real estate in Australia today. None of these things cost more than a few $1,000s, but that's a reasonable investment in a robot. We really wanted to show for a few $1,000 how good can they be. It turns out they're no real threat to a real estate agent at the moment. The important thing to remember, though, is the trajectory that research is on.
Correct.
It ain't me doing the research. I've built several of these robots with the team, but the real serious robots being built in the world today are being built by Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, those kind of people who are all interested in real estate. And it's going to be a thing for sure.
So we'll see a little fella like this at a home open one day, will we?
I think we will definitely see that. And one of our observations from our research was, have you ever seen what's going on with kids at an open? Now, talk to agents about how an open was absolutely ruined by a 4-year-old melting down. Now, that was probably a quality buyer they needed to have, but that parent's off the planet, gone. So, robot like this, talk about what's going on in the neighbourhood, interact with them. Really brilliant at that. The little dog we've got's perfect like that. Follows instructions. Now,
is that the one over here? Can we have a look at that? Let's have a look.
These simple ones are the good ones today, where although that's really a very basic piece of programming, and a $100 robot might do the job at an open for inspection, just entertaining that 4-year-old kid. Now, where it goes from here is the scary bit, right? So that'll listen to your specific commands, but what happens when I combine that with an Amazon Alexa, and it can start following instructions, listening, judging your facial expression, are you stressed or not? Really good ear for your tone of voice. And that's when they become an incredible member of your team. So somebody will have got an idea that they quite like a property. They're going to, they're in the market, they're going to drop into an agency office, they're going to look in a headset, a virtual reality headset, they're going to look at a dozen properties, and then they're going to say, we want these, look at these 2, when are they open for inspections? The new agent of the future is going to go, the open for inspections are right now. Step outside, the Tesla self-driving will drive you to the open, and the little dog will meet you there.
Take you around,
And anything you need to know, you can ask from the dog. I'll be right here. If you need me, press the button on the back, a hologram will come up of me and we can talk.
Mate, we're not needed anymore, don't you think?
No, we are needed. This is the thing now. What a human being can do is far more advanced than what any kind of the latest computer-driven robots can do. We have all of the same capabilities. We have cameras, we have audio equipment, and we have this computer here. And I'll talk about tomorrow about the glance. Coding for this glance is one of the hardest things in the world. So we're at an open, and you look at your partner, and it's just like a one-in-a-moment glance like that, and you just lost the deal if you don't intervene and find out what's going on there. And a human being has got the fastest computer in the world right here to make that done. Now, as I said before, an average real estate agent's going to miss the glance. An average real estate agent's focused on the script. A great one nails it, gets that deal back and does it. I can't do that with a computer.